Hi guys, it's been a while. I haven't filmed anything since November last year. Oops. Life kind of got in the way. My mental health took a turn, so that's where my focus has been. But I am ready to return. I don't know how often, but I am here with another bookish video. I'm here to talk about my August hopefuls. At first I called it my August TBR, but I am such a mood reader that I decided to change it to just my August hopefuls. These are the books I hope to read in August, but if I don't, it won't be the end of the world because I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. I have, let's see, 5 books on my hopeful list for August, and 3 of those are actual physical paperbacks and 2 of them are ebooks. So I thought I would just tell you a little about them. I have Bunny Heart's Bear, written by V. Vaughn and C.J. Oliver, and that's an ebook, and I got it during Stuff Your Kindle. And if you don't know what Stuff Your Kindle Day is, it's a day, the last of June, where some authors give away books for free for your Kindle, your e-reader, Google Books, Apple Books. You get some steamy romance books for free, basically. And I haven't been much of a romance reader, but I thought that, hey, why not? So I think I ended up getting 15 books. Most of them have some kind of fantasy element to them, because I'm a fantasy person through and through. And the Stuff Your Kindle Day books I read in July were very much, I either loved them or they were okay and I barely remember them. I'll talk more about them in a different video because I'm planning on filming a July wrap video as well. So I have 2 more Stuff Your Kindle Day books on my August hopeful list, and I don't know. They're hits or misses, so we'll see. But Bunny Heart's Bear by V. Vaughn and C.J. Oliver is a kind of sports romance books with shapeshifters in it. It's about the male main character left the city when they were younger, and I mean the male main character is a bear, and he left the city when he was younger on a sports scholarship and left Bunny heartbroken. But then he injures himself, so he returns home, and Bunny, they're shifters, both of them, and Bunny's inner Bunny is like, okay, we don't care about the heartbreak, we just want to get our hands on our bear. And apparently Bear is their fated mate. So I don't know, that's going to be interesting because it's sports. I don't read sports. I'm not a sports fan. I'm a bookworm through and through. I'm not a sports fan. No. I used to date a girl way back when, and all of her friends watched hockey, and I would just sit there and nod politely and cheer with them whenever they cheered. That's about as much as I care about sports. Don't come at me, I'm not a sports fan. So I don't know. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to books that has humans on the cover. I don't know why, it's just, okay. It reminds me of books that my mom used to read. And yeah, my mom is a Harlequin girly, so the steamier the better in her world, basically, and we really don't read the same type of books. So whenever I get interested in a book that has humans on the cover, I always get like, but I'm giving it a try. And then we have Not in the Cart by Amy Sissel, and that is the second Stuff Your Kindle Day book I got, and it's an urban fantasy mystery romance with hints of paranormal. It's about a woman who owns a tarot shop, basically, and then this new real estate agent comes in and yeah, I can't remember the blurb on the back of my head and I should have written it down for this video, but I didn't. But yeah, I'm in it for the tarot cards and the witches, honestly. um, but it's, yeah, I'm in it for the tarot cards. I'm hoping that it'll be good. I can't remember the blurb, and I feel bad about not remembering the blurb. I'm gonna look up the blurb. Okay, so the blurb of the book, for not in the cards, is Oracle Bay looks like a typical sleepy coastal town, but every place has its secret. And those two lines was like, okay, they got me. What happens when you move to a town where the local psychics really can see into the future? Sandy Franklin is meet divorce and ready for a fresh start on the Washington coast. When she rents a cheap apartment and the tarot shop that comes with it, she gets more than she expected. Wine drinking, pun making seers, and brand new psychic powers. And I mean, yes, I'm here for it. I am, if you check out my older videos, I am a practicing witch. So I have high hopes for books like these. And then it says, when Vincent, the handsome developer who owns most of Main Street, announces he's selling Oracle Bay to stave off financial ruin, Sandy and the other psychics devise a plan to save the town using their divination skills and a little old-fashioned sleuthing. So I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So, but then again, it's another Stuff Your Kindle day, so it could be a hit or miss. I'm hoping it'll be a hit, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much. And then we have the three, I say and hold up 4 fingers, the 3 physical paperbacks. I am a paperback person. I don't like hard covers. They're gorgeous most of the time, but I don't like reading them. I prefer paperbacks. And we have Gilded by Marissa Mayer. It's a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and it's a fantasy, it's young adult, it's romance. I've heard that it's really good, and I actually started reading it already. I haven't gotten far, but I've already started some annotations, and I started it, and so far it's really good. I made it to chapter 5 last night before I couldn't focus anymore. And it's a pretty book. I mean, I have to admit that I got the first book, it's a duology, and I got the first book mostly because it's pretty. Not gonna lie, I got it mostly because it's pretty, and I have always liked Rumpelstiltskin's story, so reading retelling is going to be amazing. And just listen to this. The look he was giving her. Cyrilda had never been looked at like that before. The intensity, the heat, the raw astonishment. He was going to kiss her. Come on! So yes, I had to get it. Oops. I had to get it. So I got that one. It's part of my loot for July. I really need to stop buying books, but I can't. And my roommate is such an enabler, it's insane. But yeah, so that's on my August hopefuls. And then we have Cursed by the same author. So Cursed by Marissa Mayer is the second physical book on my August hopefuls. And it's the second book from that series. So it's like the continuum. And it's... I mean, it's more Rumpelstiltskin, and if it's as good as the first one, I'm gonna be like, yes, because I struggle to buy physical books because they're expensive, and I'm like iffy about spending a lot of money on things I'm not sure that I love. But so far I'm really loving the first one, so I'm hoping that the second one is gonna be just the same, you know. And the third book, I actually got influenced by a friend on Instagram to get it. So the last book on my August hopeful list is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. And it's a historical fiction fantasy romance with magical realism. And I've been intrigued about it for a while, but I haven't really checked it out properly. But then this friend of mine on Instagram just kept gushing about it and telling me how much she loved it, or well, telling Instagram how much she loves it. So I was like, okay, I'll get it, I'll give it a try. I'm not really big on historical fiction, so it's gonna be interesting. I did promise her to keep her updated and tell her when I started reading it, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, those are my August hopefuls. And it's like I said, if I don't end up reading them, if I read one of them, I'll be happy. If I read none of them, that's okay too, because I really don't want to put too much pressure on myself. It's the same with the whole YouTube thing. If I manage to like stick to this and actually start posting semi-regularly again, I'll be happy. But if I don't, that's fine too. Yeah, my August hopefuls are 2 ebooks and 3 physical books. I already started one of the physical books, so that's a step in the right direction. But I have also started another completely other ebook on my phone. I started reading Percy Jackson, the first Percy Jackson book. I read it in my early teens, but I started to reread it a couple of nights ago to like have something to read before I go to bed. So we're already off course. But I am reading Gilded, so we're kind of both on and off course. I'm taking a detour. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me rambling, and I hope you have a nice time wherever you are, whoever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye!